that on one hand, I think for the first time in human history, we have more resources, we have more good things than ever in the past. A peasant, so to speak, a factory worker, a middle class person, is living more comfortably than a king would have 4 centuries ago, right? But at the same time, the issue is that there is still this feeling that there's something missing in our lives. And the fact is that some of it is biology and some of it is psychology. And all of these things are intermixed, and it has given birth to this restlessness epidemic, where people don't know what's missing in their life, and they try to fill that gap by either watching pornography, by being addicted to phones, by
Or even something
by
simple as,
gambling websites, etc.
as doom scrolling.
Doom
We're
scrolling,
literally
exactly.
sitting there searching for something. The video is probably
Right.
60 seconds long. We're on there for maybe 3 seconds, as if we're looking for something.
Right.
Hours
I mean,
can go by.
you must have felt it with yourself as well. If I don't know what to do, I randomly find myself reaching out for my phone.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
it's like a
I'll
phantom
purposely
reach. Like
plug
you
it
have
in.
to reach for something. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Like you mentioned, there's this, our brains have been wired or rewired in the modern age, where dopamine is not something, or serotonin is not something that is being naturally produced as a result of natural functions, right? It's not through sleep, it's not through food, it's not through, fulfillment. Those things are artificially being
Celebrations
produced for us
or
by
communal
ways of
things. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Even celebrations and communal things, or getting
exactly.
together, or having a hug from somebody. All of those
Right,
things have
right.
now, they're obsolete almost, as if we have this
Absolutely.
new, you know.
Yeah.
I have another video to show. I think this would
Okay.
also put into perspective. All right, so it reminds me, I served in the Pacific Islands, Marshall Island, Micronesia, and Kiribati Islands, and honestly, we didn't have street lights, we didn't have sidewalks, but people were happy. They didn't even have shoes, but that heightened level of happiness, the kids would walk up and hug you, or just generally the family units, they were just happier people. When I come here to America, what are we seeing? We're seeing sleep aids on the rise. People need medication just to have a good night's sleep. So this is
Right.
this is a real life situation here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about this in previous episodes as well. That this is a real issue. World Health Organization has called loneliness epidemic. There's so much data about depression. You shared a few videos, so I think everyone who's listening to us agrees that there is a genuine problem. Right? We have all the things in front of us, but we're not happy, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry about how to make yourself happy. So I think let's jump into
What's the solution?
what are
Yeah.
some of the ways science has told us in modern age, the way we can rewire our brains, how we can become happy in the modern age of technology, etc.
You want me to throw a video on there for you?
Yes, please. Yeah.
All right,
So,
so
I mean, this video clearly says, but I think there's another video, if you can share that as well later on, that yes, gratitude does also release dopamine, but that release is different from the dopamine we get from addiction, what we get from masturbation, what we get from pornography, etc. Right? There was another video that I watched where the scientist mentions that the level of dopamine that is released through gratitude is way different than the dopamine fix that you get from these worldly things, right? And the key is that it literally, not figuratively, literally rewires your brain. So we talk about being in a rut, right? That we feel like that we are having this difficulty. We know what the problem is.